Hey guys, it's Kelly from fitnessblender.com, and today I have a butt and thigh workout for you. You can use either just your body weight for this, but if you want to make it harder, you're going to need a set of dumbbells and some kind of step or bench that you can step up onto. We're going to be doing exercises in groups of 2, 10 reps apiece, and we're doing an AB format. I've included both a warm-up and a cool-down, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with a nice light cardio warm-up. We're going to do each of these intervals for roughly 25 seconds. So go ahead and get your feet moving with the boxer shuffle. Just starting off really easy. You definitely don't want to go into strength training on cold muscles. That's asking for an injury that is easily avoidable. So this is an easy way to burn off a few extra calories as well, so do not skip your warm-up. Right, next up, we're going to be doing lateral steps plus rows. Whatever my timer is, about 3 more seconds. All right, here we go. So step and pull your arms back. So again, nice and easy. Just working into this slowly. But you can start to get into a little bit deeper lunge each time as you go to each side. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. All right, next up, we're switching to a high knee march. So right here, nice and simple, just bring those knees up as high as you can without falling over or using momentum to cheat. You can actually engage your core here for this one, get in a good abs workout as well. All right, next up, we're doing toe touch kicks. So one at a time here, just tap that toe. Kick out as high as you need to. You might have to, if you can't kick this high, it's okay. All right, our next exercises, we're going to start working into movements that we're actually going to be using during our strength training. So we're going to move into a basic squat. No weight at all, just body weight. So sink down, keep your weight in your heels, your back flat. Even when you're not using weight, it's really important to use proper form. All right, next up, we're going to be doing side lunges. So alternating back and forth, which side? Keep this leg straight. Come down here, and then switch. Again, make sure you're keeping your back flat. If this is a really shallow range of motion for you, that's okay. It takes some flexibility in those, in here, in those hips. All right, next up, we're doing lunges. So, alternating lunges, step forward, sink down between those 2 legs, keep your pelvis tucked in, your back flat, and drop down right between those 2 feet. Pull in your core. Find a spot on the wall in front of you so you're not caving in over yourself, running it back. All right, last we're doing butt kickers, getting a little more cardio so we're ready for that strength training. Just a little bit more, about 5 seconds. All right, so grab your weights and we'll move into the strength training. All right, so our first strength training exercise for the butt and thighs today is going to be ski squats. So I'm going to be using 24 pounds total, 12 pounds per hand. I'm going to tell you what I'm lifting throughout this routine, but it's in no way a suggestion of what you should lift. You need to listen to your own body on that one and find a weight that challenges you. So for these ski squats, feet nice and close together, and all the same rules of a basic squat, but our stance is narrow. So go ahead, we're starting up, we're doing 10 reps of these. Keep your back nice and flat. Make sure your gaze is straight forward. A good breathing pattern here is inhaling and exhaling as you push up. So inhale on the way down, exhale during that part when you're working the hardest. 3 more reps. Last one. There we go. Okay. I'm going to move my weight down a little bit for this next one. We're doing a curtsy lunge. So I'm going to have 9 pounds in each hand, 18 pounds total. It's kind of an opposite range of motion, so you might find that you need to lift less. So starting in the center here, stepping back and across your body and sink down. Go back on the other side. There we go. There's 6. Just one more on each side. And there we go. All right, now we get to do that whole thing over again. So I'm actually going to go a little heavier this time with ski squats because I didn't feel like I pushed myself hard enough on that last round. So 15 pounds per hand, 30 pounds total. So stance nice and wide, or sorry, nice and narrow, and start it up. There's our halfway point. We're going to squeeze those glutes on the way up. Pull in your core. Just 2 more. Last one. And there we go. Okay, so same thing for this one. I'm going to go a little heavier this time. Just 12 pounds in each hand, so 24 pounds total. We'll go back to that curtsy lunge. And here we go. Use smooth, controlled motions the entire time. There's halfway. One more on each side. And the last one. There we go. All right. Let's get ready for the next 2. So our next 2 exercises are going to be a deadlift and jump squat. So this is a nice combo. We're going to be really having some complaining muscles after this. So I'm going as heavy as I can with these dumbbells, 48 pounds, 24 pounds per hand here. Go as heavy as you need to for this one, but you might find this is a place where you are able to lift heavier, so make sure and challenge yourself. So I'm holding the weights in front of my thighs, keeping a flat back, and going down nice and slow. Exhaling as I push back up. So remember to keep your back flat, slight bend in those knees, and exhale as you press back up. Really squeeze your glutes. Pull in your core and squeeze your glutes on the way up. You should really feel this. That's halfway. Just 3 more. If your forearm ever starts to suffer on this, drop your weights. You can even drop them completely if you need to. Form is definitely more important than how much you're lifting. And there's our last one. All right, so we're going to throw in a little bit of plyometrics because they're awesome for the lower body. So we're doing just 10 jump squats. So give them everything you've got, okay? Start it up. Two more, and that's it. All right, not bad at all, right? We're going directly back into that strength training. Grab your weights, hold them in front of your thighs. Take one good last breath, start it up. All right, here's our halfway point. Check yourself, make sure you're not holding your breath. 7. And here's our last one. All right, good job. 10 jump squats. Here we go. Here's halfway. 9 and 10. All right, keep your feet moving. We'll move right into that next set. All right, next up, we're doing an alternating clean and press plus reverse lunges. So go ahead and grab that weight. I'm using 18 pounds for this. So we're doing a basic clean and press, but we're gonna set it down on the ground in between to get a little extra depth out of that squat. So 5 reps on each side, 10 reps total, here we go. Come down, pop it up to your shoulder, up over your head, back down, land with soft knees, come set it on the ground, come up from your squat, come back down, and then repeat on the opposite side. So there's 2. Make sure you're using the force of that lower body to kind of cheat and hop that weight up to your shoulder and then even back down a little bit. There's halfway. Two more on each side. Last one on each side. All right, there's that. Now grab away with the other hand. I'm gonna stay at 18 pounds per hand. And we're doing those reverse lunges. Take a nice deep breath. And here we go. So step back as far as you can. Just like a regular line, just sink down between those 2 feet. There's 3. There's a halfway point. I think I'm gonna have to lower my weight here. I'm hurting today. Keep breathing. Focus on squeezing all those muscles, pulling your core even if you don't want to. Even if your body says, no, I'm tired, try to keep pulling in your belly button. So last one. All right, here we go. So like I said, I'm gonna drop my weight a little bit. I'm gonna go down to 15 pounds per hand. Back into those clean and press, alternating. Here we go. All right, pop it up to your shoulder, over your head, back down, switch sides. If that makes you feel any better, we're about halfway through this entire routine. So keep pushing yourself if you can. Halfway done. My legs are shaking. Right. We have just one more on each side. Last one. All right, there's that. Next up, we've got those reverse lunges. So I've got my weight set for 15 pounds per hand. I gotta catch my breath here. All right, here we go with those reverse lunges. Here's our halfway point. There we go. 3 more. Remember, you can drop your weight if you need to. Reverse lunges with just body weight are still effective. Here's our last one. Ouch. Okay, you've earned yourself a water break. Go ahead and do that and we'll be right back. All right, the next part of this workout is when you're going to need your step, stair, or bench. So make sure you have that handy. Otherwise, grab your weights. I'm going to be doing 21 pounds per hand. And we're going to alternate. We're going to do a step up plus a knee and alternate which foot is leading each time. So go ahead and start it up, step up, the knee, back down, and then that opposite foot is going to lead. So there's 2. There's a halfway point. One more on each leg. This is also kind of a balancing game, so be careful, especially with those legs tired. All right, there's 10 reps. Do a quick boxer shuffle. Catch your breath, shake up your muscles. Next up, we're going to be stepping up onto the side of the step. All right, grab your weights. All right, so coming from the side here, come up with a knee. There's 1. Reach your halfway point. Stand up nice and tall for this. Use deliberate motions. Practice control over your body the entire time. Just 2 more left. Last one. All right, there we go. We'll take care of the opposite side of the body for that next set. Otherwise, catch your breath. We're going to go back on the step again, same way we did the first time. All right, there you go. Grab your weights and start it up. Remember to switch which foot is leading. Drive that knee up. Here's your halfway point. One more on each side. Make sure you're not holding your breath. All right, there's our last one. All right, drop those weights and do a boxer shuffle for just a second. Catch your breath. I'm gonna move my step here really quickly. All right, grab your weights. Remember, we're stepping up with that opposite side of the body, the one we ignored last time. So coming from the side this time, 10 reps. Here's halfway. My legs are really starting to shake. Here's 8. Just 2 more. Last one. All right, there we go. Get ready to drop down to the mat. You need a mat if you're not on a soft surface. We'll start into our last group of exercises. All right, guys, we're down to our very last set. We're going to be doing weighted bridges and kneeling leg raises with pulses. So go ahead and grab your weights. I'm going to be using 18 pounds per hand for this. And you're going to rest those weights right about on your hip bones so that your glutes are doing all the work here. So feet in as close to your butt as you comfortably can and press up through your heels. Drop back down. Don't relax all the way. Just hover barely before you push back up. So your muscles should never get a chance to fully release. Inhale on your way down. Exhale as you press those weights up. That's your halfway point. 2 more. Make sure you're really squeezing this. You should be able to feel this in your lower back and your abs as well. The last one, hold it there for a second. Slowly come back down. All right, drop those weights. We're gonna flip over and we're gonna keep our weight in our knees and our forearms here. So kick that leg out straight behind you. We're going up towards the ceiling and then tuck back in. Inhale as you draw in. Exhale as you press your foot back up. There's halfway. Just 2 more, and then we're going to keep our foot up there and poke a hole in the ceiling with our toe and just pulse there, make it really burn. So we're staying right here. We're going to pulse 30 times. 10. There's 20, 10 more. And slowly let it release. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So kick that foot out there, lift it up. Try to keep your body, your core squared to the ground. Try not to open up too much or rotate your hips. Trying to make it work purely that glute muscle there, the glutes and thighs. That's halfway. There's 7, those pulses are coming up. All right, this is our last one. We're gonna hold it up there. 30 pulses, don't hold your breath. Here we go. 10. There's 20. All right, and let it relax. We're gonna do that whole thing over again, and then we get to cool down and stretch. So we're almost done. You grab your weights, set them up there on your hip bones, plant your feet in close to your back, and press up. Move nice and slow. Just get comfortable, just really enjoying those running muscles. All right, here's 7. Remember, you can drop the weights if you need to. Here's our last one. Squeeze it up here and hold it. Ouch! Okay, and now slowly let it back down. All right, moving on to our very last round here of those kneeling leg raises. So get down in your position, starting on that right side. Start it up. Make sure you're not using a swinging motion with this. I see a lot of people doing this wrong, and you want to make sure that you're in control of the motion the entire time. Makes it a lot harder. Okay, there's halfway. Here's 9. All right, so we're staying up here for this last repetition. Get out there, and 30 pulses. Here we go. 10. There's 20. Keep it going. I know it burns. And there you go. Let it relax. All right, here we go. Last Last set on the left side of the body. Basic kneeling leg raise. Here we go. There's one. Only 9 more to go. Here's halfway. This is rep number 9. So for the last rep, we're going to stay up there and finish off with those pulses. Here we go. 30 pulses. 8, 9, 10. There's 20. And 30. All right. The hard part is done. Get ready to move down into our cool down and stretch. All right, now we're gonna move through a relaxing, slow cool down and stretch. So we're not gonna move directly into stretches just yet. We're gonna do a nice light boxer shuffle for just a couple seconds and bring our heart rates down slowly before we get into those more static stretches. Take some nice deep breaths. Your workout is almost done. This is the relaxing part. All right, now plant your feet, stretch up above your head. A nice standing full body stretch, and come back down and reach towards your toes. Stay here for a second. Remember, never force a range of motion. It's okay if you can't go down very far, but you should never feel pain during a stretch. A little discomfort is okay, but never pain. So we just work within whatever range of motion you have. Now lean off to one side, keep this leg straight, and lean over this bent leg. Just feel a nice stretch along the inside of your thigh here. Kind of lean away from yourself as much as you need to feel a stretch there. All right, switch over to the other side. Walk slowly back up to the middle and stay here for a nice wide toe touch stretch. You might even be able to put your forearms on the ground here. You should feel this in the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings, as well as your lower back. And now slowly walk your way back up. We're going to stretch the front of our thighs now, your quads. Pull your foot up close to your butt. Just hold it here for a little bit. So you're gonna wanna make sure you drink lots of water after this routine. If you have sore lower body muscles, you're gonna wanna give your lower body a rest tomorrow, maybe even the day after that, depending on how sore you are. So you can do this routine up to 3 times a week. But like I said, if you're sore, rest is a really important part of fitness, so listen to your body and give it rest if it needs it. It's a really good time to work your upper body. Make sure you switch sides, sorry, what should I tell you? All right, come over to the edge of your mat. We're gonna walk down into a downward dog. Try to keep your heels flat on the ground if you can. Press your head down between those shoulders. All right, now step forward, fold one leg under your body. Leave that other leg out there straight. Sit back for a second. Feel a nice stretch to your core through the front of that hip flexor. All right, lean forward. This is going to feel a little different. You're going to start to feel it in the thigh that's folded up underneath your body. All right, press up your weight into those hands a little bit so you can switch legs. Hold the opposite leg under your body. Sit back up, stretch out the front of your body a little bit. Feel this in your abs, as well as that other hip flexor. Now fold forward. All right, come back up, straighten those legs out, slowly lower yourself down, press up into a cobra. Stay here for just a few breaths. And press back into a child's pose. Take a couple more deep breaths. Enjoy this stretch. And let it relax. All right, good job guys. This workout is complete.